Haha, welcome back to already bit drunk Jules playing. Because previous episode of Settlers, as it often happens, turned out a bit short. I suppose it was a couple of hours, but still. I thought night is still young and I've got some sense in my head. Let's continue to some Heroes of Might and Magic, which is also very easygoing game. I've got Conflux. It's okay. Very okay, actually. I haven't played it quite a while. I actually haven't played this quite a while. Little alone with the Conflux. Wisdom Earth Magic, that's very nice. Wisdom Air Magic, that's nice as well. Distributing Ray. This has got only gold. So perhaps we take Distributing Ray over that gold. We'll get that gold anyway. Don't fight just yet. Takes clearance. Wisdom. Yes. There's a weird wood mine, which is sawmill in some circles. Go, some gold. Beautiful. Well, that would indicate that the stone mill is there. And you can see that I've played Settlers prior to this and I was very drunk. So I try to move the map holding the right mouse button down. It's not going to happen. Should I go there or should I investigate there? Because I think it's there. The ore mine. I get some ore in here, so let's collect those. Yes. This is actually very basic. If I'm, for example, feeling a bit down. There isn't even a fort. Let's build a fort then. Feeling a bit ill or anything like that, I usually take one day where I just between the sheets and playing games with the computer and just being very idle and settled. It has been most of the time this Heroes of Might and Magic or Settlers, but nowadays it's both because I just grow very weary on either game very shortly nowadays. I don't know. Perhaps it is getting old. I am getting old at least. It's not just acceptable to waste time. I sort of wished that sort of wisdom would have come earlier to me. That the time you spend on a computer games, it's more or less wasted now, is it? I mean, of course there are things like esports nowadays, driving sports and whatnot, but really it's just, that's a pretty long shot. I think that there it is. There it is. Yes. Stones. I have stones and wood. But anyway, nowadays, if I don't drink and feel whilst I play, it just feels so much wasted time. And it shouldn't, because you need something to unwind, you need something to help you relax. But it just seems that it's not the games, because it just causes more anxiety to me. So I just feel that all the time that I should have been practicing, for example, my songs, fine-tuning them, learning the guitar, learning to sing, it's all just here, wasted now, because I play. But once again, I think I mentioned this in the previous, some of the previous episodes. I don't know if it was Jules or only Oblivion or something, but you cannot do art, you cannot improve yourself all the time, or you end up getting a burnout. Or if you have got that sort of setup in your head that you can do that constantly all the time, then congratulations, you might actually become something. And that is remarkable, I'd say. Most definitely worth mentioning, at least, because I haven't got that. Constantly waste time. If I don't play games, I drink beer. Or I just... No, not water. Air. Water. Let's upgrade those and buy the rest of them, and now we can manage pretty certain. For example, those. Engage. But anyway, just perhaps something that I should discuss with professional help. Once again we come to the politics. Finland, there is none to be had right now, because I am capable of work, I'm capable of what's the word I'm looking for? Not upholding, but providing for society. There's no need for me to get help. That's the problem with this environment of things. If you are strong, you are rewarded. But if you stumble a little bit, you are left behind, and no one cares. Because the message that government, at least here in Finland, is sending that if you are weak, we don't care about you. nothing to offer us. That is rough. And once again, well, but I sympathize our government a little bit. There would be a better way to arrange these things, these savings and whatnot. More fair way to say arrange them. What I was saying. Way too drunk for this now. But yes. The point was that because the roughness isn't because of our in government. Roughness is because of the global economy, because of the capitalism, global capitalism. That's why things are so rough. Because globally there's always someone to make it cheaper, more efficiently, better. And when it comes to that, it's just very hard to compete with authoritarian regimes like China, which cares nothing of the well-being of their citizens. Which means, of course, when they don't need to spend money, wealth, healthcare, or anything like that, it means that they've got money to spend on other things. Mainly, I suppose, the military, and what's the intelligence agencies, and all the sort of things that disrupt the worldly order which we are all sort of relying on. It is an utterly annoying thing that there are things like that on this world. And once again, it is very frustrating and deeply unsatisfying to be a part of this sort of world. And whereas the beautiful idea of globalization and the economy and capitalism, global capitalism, was, there's just plenty of things to anyone. And I suppose I was about to say, I suppose everyone was equal into the eyes of capitalism, but then again they weren't. Because someone was born in more wealth than other, it's automatically meant that they didn't have as much say in capitalism as others, so by inheritance it's just not fair. It's just beautiful idea. Still prefer communism as an idea. It doesn't work either. It doesn't work more than capitalism doesn't work. Well, I'm reluctant on that front because communism. Well, no. That's exactly what I thought of. Because in order communism to work, you'd need every single one of the people in the world think like you do, and that is just not going to happen ever. That's just simply impossible. And well, not entirely the same way as you do, but similar lines, and that might actually work when we get everyone equally educated. That might actually work, but it would not be full communism, I suppose, but sort of similar lines. It is very far though. Whereas capitalism works sort of nowadays. Sort of. But I'd say very sort of. Because it's... Well, once again, rewind far into the future, where we can get resources from space and electricity, energy from space, then it works. Then it isn't off of anyone else, it's just sort of free. Well, not free, it just requires an effort to get the asteroid belt. Mining on Mars, asteroids, moons of Jupiter and whatnot. Getting energy from orbital satellites from their solar panels directly into you. My nose is killing me. Hold on a minute. But then it will work. Because then it's just not... It's just effort that you put in. It's not out of the living space of living things on this planet. So I'm not actually certain which is closer working in real life. Well, capitalism is driven by us, people, our need to achieve our goals, so I suppose that will be it, because we are already going into the right direction via Elon Musk and SpaceX and whatnot. We are going in space, where we should be going, and that's pretty much actually the only thing I was looking forth in this Trump thing, that he liked to go on Mars, on Moon and beyond, because I suppose his Jews thought that there was unimaginable wealth on there, which there are, I suppose. But I suppose it's all come to a grinding halt currently. And not suppose why, because it's just very difficult to go there. Very difficult. But anyway, we are going there slow and steady and just hope that we just put our meek differences beside us and just go already. Because all we can achieve here is destruction. Ourselves and all other living things in here. So nothing to be had from this rock. Just clean up afterwards and leave. Let's just... I need... Mercury. I have got... Stone! Why don't I have got any stone? I have got stone, worry. Yes, I have got... There is stone, but... I still need them now. Well, I just... hell of a lot of things which required stone. Perhaps I can change... How many stones did I need? One more. Yes. That's easy. Now I can have them. No, don't linger. But go. Well, you can. Then linger. By all means. Was there anything else important that I was trying to tell you about? I suppose there was. Important person. Do I think? But anyway, yes. Learn curse. I don't need curse. Let's take that. Let's take archer. I don't know why, but let's take it. I don't know why I came here. And there are, of course, many people in the world saying that why should we even waste our effort in space research going in the distant galaxies and whatnot. Really? Because there's no other alternative. We have at some point. Well, obviously the point isn't now, but it is coming. And it's coming very fast. It's coming much faster than you might think. Do you flee? Please flee. Yes. So, we have to. And once again, there are plenty of resources to be had. Plenty of wealth. Just immaginate riches. Just waiting there. It is. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. Of course it's not. It isn't, but it just has to be done at some point. So Might as well get it over with and go. And whoever gets there first shall be the richest man on the known existence. Whoever gets the mining going and resources flowing. That's, I think, why Elon is talking about it so much. That defense is good, and we take that. You can collect those, yes, and collect those, and then you can go and mind your own business. Mercury, actually build that. I haven't got much stone, but nah, what are you doing, man? Thank you. There's more stone. There's windmill. Engage. Just perhaps a bit sad that whilst Trump was saying drill thing, it's because the mining of resources from our own planet is way easier and cheaper than it's getting them from space. That's why I suppose that we are still so reluctantly reliant upon the fossil fuels and resources of the earth. That is annoying. Because they are all there, apart from, of course, the fossil fuels, because there hasn't been any fossils. But there is carbon there as well. But very little of it, although, but any sort of other elements, heavier elements, more we can find in inner planets, I suppose, because solar winds and gravity pull them in and solar winds pop other elements out. I think that's just about certain, but that's why inner planets are rock and the outer planets, gas giants and whatnot, are mainly hydrogen and helium. I was building something. I don't know why. I don't need to build anything right now, so let's just... Here we go. Collect those if you can. You can go and release that to your purpose, and then go southward. What do you need? I may just build two. Let's build that then. Have to be. So start from here. Thank you. No, actually, one more beer. And Yes, it was a fine break. Now that yes, you could have gone. I thought there were gonna be things guarding it, but no. Fire that. Reverse, why not? Beautiful. Beautiful. There's plenty of those things yet, but I cannot reach them within the week. 2 days to that, 6, 7. No, cannot. Just go back. You can hire some more around and collect those. Ah, there's a sulfur dune. It's relaxing now, but this alcohol because it's calming. It is very, very annoying. Realize that you haven't got the substance really to work. The deep thought. That is humbling once again. I don't know why I've been such an ass. On my time. On those things. But I have been. Well, I suppose I still am, but days. Takes you 3 days. Ah, yes, because it's so much further now. You can nearly reach those for the end of the week. Very nearly, I suppose. But anyway, and once again it is annoying too, because you know you have got the all it takes to be a brilliant mind, because we are all sort of on a similar front of that. Same sort of genetics, bit of a difference, but what makes human great is their mind, head. And when you are not using it fully, it's just waste of space and time. And that's annoying. Death. For... No, it was a spell, wasn't it? Yes. Oof. Archery advanced, water, air. All I need is an earth magic here. Ready to be. Hooray! Back! I can take them, but then I suppose I cannot take ton of those birds. Whatchamacallit? Well, we can check. Firebirds. But very shortly can. Yes. But like I was saying, as far as the sort of artistry goes as well, it still wastes waste of basically everything when you just sort of don't achieve, don't be a fool, don't live through your art. Which you could do quite easily, just stop fooling around. But who can do that? Well, I suppose real artists can do that constantly, all the time. I'm not sure I can. I need things to rewind. Sort of these sort of things. Idiotic things. And that's what I suppose makes me weak. As a human, as a living, breathing entity, because I sort of cannot fully function, cannot fully express myself constantly. It just has to be. No! For Christ's sake, no! Crap! How many? 151. 151. Well, it is worth it. 6. And more to go. Rest of the action. Unfucking believable. But now I've got puree, which means that I got more birds. Still, that's just... Oh. No, tomorrow. Tomorrow. To upgrade that post haste. But anyway, that's I suppose the main reason for my anxiety is that just not enough artistically or or as a guitar player, as a what's the word? It's not artist. It's well, it is artist sort of, but virtuoso. It's just annoying. It's frustrating, and it is breathtaking. It's exhausting. Oh, sorry. And it's pointless, really. Because I just counted. A little while back that the album that I released just now was eighth solo album on the name of Jules Varjola, and there were plenty before that. So I've made enormous amount of original scores, original music. It should be enough. Should be plenty enough. And it is. Of course it is. Just doesn't feel like it. At times. Nowadays I just sort of forgot. Just stopped practicing. Stopped making music. Stopped composing, that stuff, sort of everything. That's not completely all down to that feeling of worthlessness. There is more to it. I have been very, very depressed of late, but and that, I suppose it's an escalating thing nowadays. Because when I was a younger man, nothing held back. But when I was a younger man, I sort of, it was a release valve for the anxiety and depression music that I made, the guitar that I played. And nowadays it's sort of, when it is harder to realize that I'm not even certain what I was going to say, but anyway, it used to be a release, now it is just too harsh, too hard to get your mind right, your mind behind that sort of idea that this should be your output, your it is sad. coil change things to other things. I don't know. I suppose this will be even worse to edit because I have to go there. Open that. That. I don't know why I wait here, but it's all just set up. Like that, then you can go collect several more unicorns. That we need to open post haste. One mercury per each of those things, and you have got those in plenty of stock. Perhaps there's not that many in stock. There we go. Bring them forth, Frodo of the Shire. No, wrong way around. That'll be nice. Very nice. Wrong. Fucking wrong, you money. Crap. Things and stuff. Well, you are going for that, so let's just go collect those in the near future. Crystals and earth that thing, which we must collect very shortly. Blacksmith. Yes. Coming on nicely. Now look at more mercury. Anyway, I've been whining on about this. I suppose 5 years, nearly. At least in my head. Constantly the point that I sort of know now what would have needed to be done in 10 years in the past in order for me to succeed in my desired art, which is music and guitar playing. And why didn't you take one? So, I am still talking about it. I suppose the thing is that it's troubling to me that it has taken so long before I realized that. Because it's just, and no one has ever taught me otherwise. No one's ever said to me anything other than you have to work for what you want, and it is going to be hard. No one has ever said anything other than that. And yet I still has to spell it out, twist it out of the wire, just let it sink in. Because it still doesn't, because I still think when I just do my music. I just perform my art, someone wouldn't notice. No, no one will. Unless you are extraordinary. That's mine. Thank you. Berserkers. That's better. So, that's perhaps why I still talk about it. Because it's just... I just cannot get my head around it. Still, that it is. Requires wood. I like wood. Sorry. And it sort of surprises me that I have to remind myself of it, because it's so bloody obvious. We all know it. And it's just boggles belief that it took me so long to realize what it is all about. That's, I suppose, why I'm constantly talking about it. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I know. And that's why I suppose that all of them people in an unemployed office and all of those things, when they say that you're getting on a bit, perhaps you should think something else alongside. If this doesn't work out. It is annoying because I don't want to say that they know what they are doing. They do know what they are doing. And it's... boy howdy. It's heartbreaking. I realized that they always knew what they were saying. You just sort of, yeah, I know, very good. Here it is. But I have to say, people will agree with me. Crap. That's just something you have to swallow. Pride. Let's just truly hope your development, if you're watching this, so like you would, but your growth as a human being has been more productive, has been more forgiving, has been more truthful. And I'm not certain that it is just your, well, I'm not certain. I'm pretty certain that it's just not your upbringing. Because like I said, no one told me that it would be easy. Well, perhaps, there would have been more sort of support on the family side if there were possibility to do so, because we live in a countryside. And when I saw interest in guitar, well, my daddy did ask, would you like to go on a guitar class? Learn to play. I said, nah, I do my own. I think I remember. I'm pretty certain the conversation went something like that. I cannot be absolutely certain because it was such a long time ago, but I think it went down like that. And that already shows I was 12, 14, tops. Just starting to play. First riffs of Metallica Black Album at the time. I got the notebook and all. If I just say, yeah, it would be nice. I love this. To properly learn this. Perhaps things would be different, but I didn't say that. I didn't even think of it. Well, there wasn't anyone in my childhood, in my teenage years, would say that we should form a band. We should play together. So perhaps there isn't anyone to blame on that front, but well, it's fruitless anyway. Blame others for your mistakes. Mistakes being that you think that everything is gonna get thrown at your way. You have to go pee. Yes, good thing about this Bluetooth thing that you can constantly hear what I'm up to. Job I'm jerking off. I'm saying like it's a bad thing, because it isn't. It's just a thing that we do as primates. And it is fine. All of it is fine. Yes, there we go. I don't need that. Look at that. It's a castle. Perhaps that is what I need to get. Ah, that was shooting in it. Sorry, forgot about that. It's so easy. Well, just to get 9. Come on, flee. Nothing in there. You cannot go in there. Come to here, my child. Tavern. Oh, elegant tavern. Kill them. Varjola. I know I should get better webcam because it's on this lighting. It's okay. Well, I look sort of nice gothic version of myself. Very youthful. That's all that expressive lighting is just smoothing out my wrinkles, which I have not any. So, what else do you have in there which I can use? Should have puree in here as well, but it requires quite a lot of those things which are called past. You stay in there. You stay in there. Yes, and then there is that annoying knocking feeling constantly in my head when I do stuff like this sort of gaming thing and this YouTube things and all of this, which is not directly dependent upon me being an brilliant producing in my highest. It's just constantly because someone else always is performing on their highest. Why is that? I'm not sure if that even makes any sense to anyone watching, but it's sort of what I was saying. That it shouldn't matter. And why does it matter that someone else is performing constantly, that someone else is... It's just never ending. There are 10 billion of us. Shortly. Very shortly. And there will be 10 billion better of you. And it doesn't matter. And it's not even a race. Because it's art. It's not a race. And you know it. But... Oh, sorry. Come on, there was quite a lot of... Press expert, yes. This shall be easy then. Haste expert. Just no moral bonuses. run. There's nothing to be had down there. So go there then. Because it's not gonna come past through that very easily, neither that. So let's just leave it there. Come on, wood. I need more wood. You can go and collect that, upgrade those troops and collect that thing that you have in mind, whatever that is. There's wood and ore. That. Wood. Ah, you can build a citadel. More troops and whatnot. Well, you changed wood early on. Once again. And you. I don't care. There's a portal. It seems two-way portal. So, damn it! I've got the tennis elbow, which is currently Heroes of my magic shoulder. Don't go there. Don't go there. It goes for bloody miles. And there's just nothing. Yes, wood. That's what I need. Oh! Whole factory of wood. Which of course is sawmill. Utter useless man. Well, that has been pretty much the case of this. Hooray! All of this. Evening. Well, not just in evening, and it has been nearly a decade of my life so far. Take that. Just horde of diamond golems. It's nothing. It's nothing. Relax. They are resilient magic. Yes, they are. Ah, but I've got these demon things. go and die. You lock them in place. Not yet. Now I made a mistake. Speed 5. Yes, no mistake. That was a mistake. Crap! Kill them all. Fucking what? Oh, this better be something worth pathfinding. It's okay. Diplomacy, intelligence, no earth magic. Anyway, it was just my own doing that lost of those all of those lives. And that's perhaps what this evening has all been about. I know what is, why I'm in the situation where I am. There's no excuse for it, but it's just staggering that it's still surprise for me. It's annoying and it's staggering. And I don't know why. That's perhaps the biggest mystery of my life, where that idea come from into my head that I am so superior. And I am not. It is beyond me. It's just completely beyond me. Honestly. But just I don't know. Perhaps I just really wanted it. Perhaps I just really wanted to be something of worth. But why did I think that it would be possible without an effort? That I don't know. And it is once again annoying. You know the thing. Bring them forth. Now this is getting boresome, this map now. Perhaps I shall... Look at these troops already. Not even bother taking those yet. 102. 140. 37. And 30. Phoenixes. Let's just go and check that on. One thing before we end this evening. So one more drink then. Those are empty. I don't know if it's just me, but I constantly smell a cigarette. Might be just drawn up my guts. Oh. He might not even flee. But let's go with it. Stepdad on a basement, smoking. So not build anything in here. Neither in here. Yes. Horde of Medusas. Don't. Those two can probably kill. Perhaps that's a bit weary thing. This evening has been unfolded because I think I've said it multiple times before, all of it. To cry, but it's just surprising and so far beyond me why it is so hard. But you never know. I suppose there are plenty of people like me here in the world, so I hope that this reaches out to some of you. So if you're struggling with similar issues, you might find some solace that you are not the only one. Perhaps that is a nice little goal with this. Perhaps, who knows? Perhaps there's just isn't any goal in this, it's just ramblings. And that most likely issue is because who's ever gonna watch these? It's currently hour 31 and counting that the recording is all. And it's just old, fat, lazy, old, sort of thinning hairline man rambling and whining about why wasn't I ever anything in my life. Who's ever that now? That is annoyingly accurate description of what is going on. There's nothing going on in here. And that, I suppose, is a fine place to build a tavern and say to you all good night. We'll see you again in Jules alone in Tamriel, I suppose. At least. Bye bye.